How to encourage more to be entrepreneurial and take the plunge by starting their own businesses. Well, you've been in touch with us. Thank you very much. Bruce has texted us saying, Michelle, you are wasting your time. Ian Duncan Smith will not help anyone unless there's something in it for the Tories. So taking a look at the political angle there. We've had an anonymous text which says that as a small business owner, they find that business rates are far too high. Why do councils think that small businesses are rolling in cash and can afford excessively high business rates? Stuart has texted us saying that Michelle's advice was bad advice. Michelle's advice to start a business, saying you'll lose your house, your family and your pride. Do not start a business under this government. Please don't. Well, Michelle has said that this will take around 10 months and she will come back and look at what proposals could be made, and she's going to be talking to businesses about this as well. Anonymous text again has said that Michelle seems like an amazing woman. They would love to start their own business but think the problem is you never know how to start. Her sister has a dream as well to start her own business in baking. She's talented, but like her, she doesn't know where to start. So lots of views coming through, so thank you very much for talking to us. Now, we can get the latest weather update with Carol. Now, remember on the programme as well, we're talking about milk. Many farmers have been saying that the situation at the moment is too difficult. They've not been paid enough for their milk at the moment, and then they've said that they're going to be arguing with many producers. Carol, you've seen the pictures, haven't you? We've seen cows in supermarkets, we've seen farmers taking milk off the shelves as well. And on top of all of that, they're contending with the weather. I know in the north of the UK, Scotland, Northern Ireland, have seen some really heavy rain.
Absolutely right, Naga. In fact, if we take a look, you can see the actual levels of rain we've had. Now, this is from May until the 8th of August. In Scotland, 402 millimetres. The average is 287. So very roughly, that's about 1.5 times as much rainfall as they'd expect. And that follows on off the back of a wetter than average winter. And as well as that, the temperatures been below average too. Northern Ireland, as you so rightly mentioned, it's a similar story. Not quite as much rainfall, but nonetheless still a lot. We had from the same time frame from May up until the 8th of August, 291 millimetres. The average is 228. Again, off the back of a wetter than average winter and also temperatures below average for the time of year. So the ground hasn't had a chance to actually dry out. Now, I know you can ask me, Naga, because obviously the reason for it.
So, you wouldn't let me get the question in, would you?
This one I prepared earlier. So normally in a typical summer, we would have the jet stream roughly here, which means that we'd be having lots of high pressures strolling across our shores, bringing fine and settled weather. But what we've had this summer has been the opposite. We've had the jet stream further south, low pressures dominated the weather, and we're also looking at the high pressure to the south of us. And if you're interested in learning more about this, John Hammond will be talking about it on the news channel at 11:20.
No, I will tune into that, because you know what a weather geek I am, don't you? And you know I always get upset when you're here and you're always pointing at that part, and this bit just teases us because we know we're nowhere near it.
I know, and you can tell that just by looking at the colour of the charts, green and orange.
I think you have the power. Just heave it up. Heave it up.
Loving your work, Naga. Thank you. Well, today, actually, the weather forecast for many of us isn't too bad. There's a lot of dry weather around, some hazy sunshine, light winds. We've had some rain this morning across the far southeast of England, and we've also had a fair few showers across the north and the west of Scotland. And you can see currently the amount of cloud that we have, but also clear skies and some sunshine. Now, increasingly as we go through the day, the sunshine will turn that bit hazier, but high pressure is firmly in charge of our weather. This weather front here is never going to be too far away from us for the next few days. It's what we call a waving front, so it will take its showers onshore at times across parts of southeast England, and at times we'll have a fair bit of cloud. But you can see the cloud building through the day, the sunshine turning hazier, and at times the cloud will be thick enough just for an isolated shower. So this afternoon across northern and western Scotland, there is the chance of a shower, not all of us by any stretch seeing them. For the rest of Scotland, Northern Ireland and also Northern England, here we're looking at sunny spells, or at times there will be areas of cloud. In fact, it's the same across Wales and the southwest. Some sunny spells, and at times there'll be a bit more cloud around, so the sunshine hazier in nature. But where we've got the weather fronts, where we still will hang on to the thicker cloud and still some showers clipping the coastline, for example, of Kent. So then through the course of the evening and overnight, we eventually lose this rain for a time, and then you can see a lot of dry conditions. but we also will have some clear skies. Now that means the temperature will dip, particularly so in the countryside. We'll also have some patchy mist and fog, but we don't expect that to be problematic. So these temperatures are indicative of towns and cities. In rural areas, they will be lower than that. So as we head through the course of tomorrow, high pressure still very much with us. Again, a settled day, but still a few showers floating to the north and west.
Hello, it's Tuesday, it's 10 o'clock. I'm Naga Munchetti. Welcome to the programme if you've just joined us. Coming up before 11. Farming industry leaders are due to meet bosses of the supermarket chain Morrisons to discuss the price of milk. We're going to talk to one of the UK's biggest milk processors and the organisation that represents the supermarkets. Also ahead, we'll look at the problem of racism in the classroom after the teacher who survived a racially motivated attack says he forgives the boy who